What's going on YouTube? Trucking in Life here one more time, guys. Guys and girls and girls and girls. Yeah. Anyway guys, today's video gonna be about when you own a truck, you gotta get D.o.t inspections. I'm gonna touch on that because I'm gonna talk some personal experiences that I've had doing that. What sparked this video was I saw a guy talking about he had to go get an inspection done. For those who don't know, when you own a truck, or you probably never paid attention to this when you was a company driver, them trucks got to be inspected annually, like by a certified D.o.t facility or whatever. Some companies got their own in-house mechanics, but for the most part, they got to be inspected by a certified mechanic that's certified to do D.o.t. Because all mechanics not certified to do D.o.t, you know, inspections. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think some D.o.t mechanics, some D.o.t inspectors is not mechanics. I don't know, but I definitely know all mechanics is not D.o.t certified, right? So you got to get your D.o.t done regardless of how the cake is cut, right? So if you leased onto a carrier, I'm just using that because that's what I was doing. You have to get it done every 6 months, sometimes every 90 days. Some companies go every year, but a lot of companies don't let you go a year because a lot of stuff get messed up in a year. If you don't get it fixed throughout the year. Some guys don't take care of their stuff, man. I'm talking about guys who got the money to fix their stuff. They don't take care of it. They just don't feel like they need to spend money on the truck to get it fixed. You know, they got the money. They cheap wads, you know? But anyway, but you got guys out there who really try to keep their truck maintained, but they just can't. The money is just ain't that consistent enough to really maintain, so they start bootstrapping, rubber banding it, and duct taping it up, man. Just trying to get some stuff done till you able to get some money back to get it fixed right. By the time you get the money, try to get that thing fixed right that was broke all the time, something else breaks. So now you got to find out which one is more important to fix, right? But anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. So that's how I go. Usually, if it's your company, you probably go once a year. You know, some guys, I've seen some guys where they go on the road for like 2 or 3 months. They come home, they put their truck in the shop and let them look over it, where everything that's wrong with it while they're home. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that too, but on the same token, everybody don't do it that way. You know, so first of all, people might not have the money to even put their truck in the shop to get it fixed at that time. You kind of gotta like make it happen. So when it comes to D.o.t inspection, guys, I done been through some stuff with some D.o.t inspections, guys. Let me tell you. I told you guys about the goop when I had like the radiator with the goop on it, right? It's amazing how creative you could get when you gotta get creative with nothing. When your back is against the wall, you gotta get creative. It's amazing what you come up with, right? So I had used some goop because I had a coolant leak, man. Right before, it was like 3 or 4 days before my inspection was due, I had got a bust out coolant leak, crazy style, man. It was leaking kind of small, but it's still a leak. And when you go get inspections, man, you don't want nothing, man. You don't want. Sometimes they'll cut you a break on some things. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't life threatening to like everybody on the road, you know, like something small, man. They might tell you, hey man, before you come back next time, get that fixed, you know. But some places, man, some guys, I had this one guy, this guy was like, he tried to fill me with a license plate. I said, man, you gotta be straight out of school. How you gonna fill me with a license plate? I had 3 screws in my license plate, not 4. I said, bro, the license plate is mounted and secured. What are you talking about? He said, no, you gotta have 4 screws in there. You gotta put a screw in here, otherwise I'm gonna fail you. I said, fail me over a screw? I said, man, I don't get what the deal is with this, man. But whatever, man. Give me a screw and put it on there. So you got guys like that, right? That'll do that. And sometimes it could be kind of a nuisance. If you got one truck and your D.o.t inspection is done, is due, and you can't, and you gotta get some stuff inspected, that inspector, if your truck is kind of okay to pass, and that inspector want to be a jerk, you're not making no money, man. Because like, let's say he say, well, this is wrong with it. What you could do is probably go somewhere else and get some stuff fixed, and then get it sent in. Or if you gotta go back to them, they ain't gonna pass you till they fix it until you fix what was messed up that they wrote up that was messed up on your truck. So it's like, okay, you don't really want to irritate the dude. You know what I'm saying? If he or she is kind of in a bad mood, kind of play off it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That way you ain't trying to make your job a lot harder than it have to be, because you just want to get in, get your stuff passed, and get out. Because you can't work. If you fail that inspection, let's just say you leased onto a carrier, right? And your inspection has failed. You get put out of service. You out of service until you ever get your truck fixed and get the pass, you better pass the inspection. or you get another truck and get another clean inspection, one of the two. Well, some guys, when they got multiple trucks, what some guys would do is they'll have like they one truck in the shop getting all the repairs need to be done on it. They hop in the other truck, they still got the good DOT inspection. The average owner operator only have one truck, so they don't have the liberty or the luxury. They don't have the luxury to like park the truck or put the truck in the shop to get the thing fixed on it, whatever. Or if they got the money, run that one truck they do have this running, get the money up and then get that other truck fixed and get back in it. Most guys don't even do that. Most guys just bounce around. So here's a little thing. When you're going for your inspection, right? This is how I looked at it. Some carriers, they have you have to go to like certain inspection sites to be able to get your truck inspected, because they have to be I guess pre-approved by the carrier to be able to get some inspections to them. I'm squinching, guys, because this sun, it don't look bright, but it's bright in my eyes right now. But sometimes all I would do is I'll try to go to an inspection site where they're able to fix the truck. If something's wrong with it, they can fix it there. Now, you gotta be careful with that too, because some guys try to find things wrong with it just to make some money. Don't let it be slow on the shop that day, and they want to make some money that day. You might be the cash cow today, baby. But hey, man, as long as it ain't too much, and you're to pass me and give me about that, man, I don't care, man. Fix what you gotta fix, man. Let me go, right? That's all I want. But for a case in point, let's say the carrier you with, they say you may have to go to like a TA or something, or you may have to go to like a Love's or something. Love's and TAs, they only fix a certain amount of things in your truck. And some things they may not be able to fix. Well, if they could fix it, they don't have the parts for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to like go to a place where I know they certified good mechanics that's pre-approved by the company or carrier that I was with. And that way, if something wrong with it, that shop could fix it. They got real good mechanics on deck that can fix it. They ain't limited to like certain things they ain't able to fix and some things they able to touch or not. So that was a little hack I used to do, right? I used to try to do that. But like I say, it's tricky, man, because if you go to certain places and they slow, they get some money for that day. Guess who give it the money today? You. If you want to keep working, you'll get that money up. So it's like one of them things like, do I try to like go somewhere else and try to run around different shops, try to get an inspection, or do I try to suffer it out with this shop right here and just, they already inspected it, they already looked over it, man. Let me let them fix whatever they gonna fix on it, man. Let me go. As long as it ain't too much, sometimes you gotta bite that bullet. But sometimes they try to give you the shot, man, like $4,000 or $5,000 bills for some stuff. And you're like, dude, I don't need all that, man. And that's when I draw the line, like, nah, y'all cost me more than I'm gonna be able to make in a short period of time based off what y'all trying to get y'all money for the day. And don't let it be sometime a shop when they want to hold your truck in the shop for like a week or two. So anyway, a couple times I went to get my inspection right. One time, like I said, with the Goop. Another time was I had like my ABS light on my dashboard was on. And so the guy was like, hey, you know, when they do an inspection, they do an inspection on the outside first, then they go on the inside. Sometimes they go on the inside, sometimes they don't. They check the low air pressure buzzer. They check your tractor trailer release valve, make sure it pops at a certain point. They check the different stuff inside the cab, make sure it's working, whatever, right? And they check your dashboard for your ABS light specifically, right? So I tried to take the cord out the back of the light out the thing, right? Out the dashboard. So like they ain't gonna see that because the light ain't on, right? So, well, if you guys don't know, if you ever turn your truck on, right, this is how you can tell if you got ABS. I didn't know, this is how I found out, right? My ABS, something happened with my ABS. It went crazy, man. I don't know. I spent money trying to fix it. I got tired of throwing money at it and it kept messing up. So I left it alone. So I was just wasting money on it because nobody could really find out what's wrong with it. But here's the thing, this was the mechanic did, right? He turned the key for it. Hey, if you ever turn your key for it, some guys already know where I'm going with this. You'll hear, this is what you'll hear to let you know your ABS is working. Click, 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 click. That's the ABS checking your truck. And I didn't even know about that part, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, he ain't gonna see the light on, so we straight. We straight, man. So he turned the key for it, and you're just sitting there. I'm like, what is he doing, man? I'm like, what's this guy doing? He looked at me and said, hey, you ain't got no ABS. I was like, yeah. I think I do. I think I don't have no ABS. He looked at me, he was like, Man, let me just keep respect to the truck, man. So he went to look over some stuff. That guy was cool because I went there a lot, got cool with the mechanic, so he was like, hey man, just next time get this fixed, man. I tried to explain it to him like, hey man, I've been trying to like throwing money at it, whatever. He was like, hey, I get all that, bro. Just get it fixed by the time you come back for your next inspection, man. I'm gonna let you go this time, right? So I like, okay, cool. So it's been a couple times I didn't skim through with by the hairs of my chinny chin, man. Like my brakes was out of adjustment. I thought I adjusted them right, but I jacked it up. And that was a simple one, so they could just adjust the brakes or whatever and get it fixed. I had a brake chamber that was out that I didn't even know was out. That was all jacked up. Man, there's all type of stuff when you go through inspections, guys. And like I say, especially if you know your money low and you gotta get that inspection to keep working to make more money, you get a little stressed out, man. I mean, one time I was talking about this in one of my older videos. I had some comments telling me, hey man, you should have the money. You put the money up for the truck. That's what the money for truck is. You put it up for that stuff like that. That's your fault. You should have the money put up for that. That's what you're working for. I said, yeah, man. On the keyboard, that sounds good, and on the computer screen, that sounds real great. But man, when you out here in the grid, man, I don't care what you saying, man. You can plan all the right, perfect plans you want. Stuff happens, man. Life be lifing. Money ain't there like it's supposed to be. And when it is that, you get ate up by something else. Like real quick, here's a situation of money being ate up. You compile this list of things going on with your truck, right? You compile this list. Sometimes people write it down. I mentally did it. Once you drive the same truck for a while, you kind of got a good idea what's wrong with the truck, man. You know. If you go in the shop for something else, the mechanic say, hey man, I fixed it, the problem you had, but you might want to get this checked out next time you come, man, because this is going bad, right? And like a doctor, I asked him, hey doc, how much time I got on that? He's like, man, I don't know. Just get it fixed get it checked out when you come back in, man. I'm like, I got you. So you compile this list, right? So you say, okay, well, cool. I got enough to get the stuff I got fixed today. And then, so come next time I come in, I'll get this other stuff fixed, right? So you running, you're trying to make money, right? Then something else break in the meantime, but you still got the other list of things to get fixed. Something else breaks. Now you gotta look at your list and prioritize which one is more important, which one gonna stop you from running. That's how you kind of like fall behind for the people in the back who don't understand how this business really go. You fix one thing, something else breaks. You had these other list of little small things to get fixed. They get pushed down further and further because you can't afford to get all of it fixed. Or if you could afford to get all of it fixed, you'll be down too long where you'll fall behind with your bills and stuff because your truck will be in the shop too long getting all this stuff fixed. So you got to make a decision. Do I get this fixed real quick and run, get stuff fixed a little bit at a time and run? Or do I try to take the hit, take off work, take the L, and just get everything fixed? I mean, that's the choice you got to make. And you got to think to yourself, which one is more important? Which one will keep me from rolling right now? That's how you got to think. So the person who made that comment, that let me know either you are probably a trust fund baby, or you never understood what struggle is, man. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, the D.o.t. inspection, guys, yeah, a lot of guys don't know about that part of the game. You don't pass that, you can't work. You get caught out there with a expired D.o.t. inspection. Oh man, you got more than problems. If D.o.t. catch you out there like that, you got more than problems. So you gotta pass that. You gotta have a clean one just to even get out there rolling. They could do an inspection on you after the clean one and still find something wrong. But hey, at least you had one that passed. You know what I'm talking about? That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, YouTube. Hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding of what's going on here. I see you guys in the video. Peace.